AI might take your job, but will it take your music? No. And here's the twist nobody is talking about. Most AI music you hear online is legally ownerless. It is not your music, it is not copyrighted, it is not protected. And in this video, I'm going to show you why handmade human music is actually becoming more valuable, not less, and how to make sure the tracks that you compose are legally protected in the AI era. If you're a gamer or an aspiring game composer freaking out about Suno or any of these other things pumping out bangers in 30 seconds, stay with me, because at the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what AI cannot take from you and how to turn human-made into your competitive advantage. My name is Dan from Best Music Coach, and I've spent over 20 years composing, releasing, and writing music. I've scored for real games, and I've helped everyday gamers go from 0 tracks to fully released soundtracks and their music in real games. And I'll be honest, when I first heard good AI music, and yes, I'll call it good, my stomach dropped. I had thought that would anyone hire me when they can click a button and instantly have music? Then I started reading the legal stuff, watching the lawsuits, and listening to what lawyers and publishers were actually saying, and I realized AI didn't kill human composers. It just created a giant trash pile of unowned, unprotected noise and made clean, clearly human, clearly copyrighted music way more valuable. Let me break that down. First, we need to separate sound from ownership. AI can absolutely make music that sounds cool. That is not a debate. The real question is, who owns it? Right now, in most places, the rule looks like this. Copyright only protects works with human authorship. If a machine is doing the actual creative decision making and you're just typing prompts, then legally that output is not protected the same way that a human composed track is. That means you cannot reliably register any AI created music as an original composition. You do not have the same teeth if someone rips it off. And game studios and publishers may be looking at it and are likely thinking, if we use this and someone sues the AI company 5 years from now, are we then going to be liable to pay damages for the AI music we used? So AI music ends up getting this weird gray area zone. It sounds finished, but legally it's closer to a stock photo you found on a sketchy website than a score you hired a human to write. And that gray zone is exactly where you do not want to build your career and exactly where you do not want to use that type of music in your game. So let me give you 3 reasons why human-made music is actually superior in the AI era. Number 1, legal moat. When you sit down at your DAW, write melodies, pick chords, do the arrangement, bounce the stems, that's authorship. You can register the composition, prove you wrote it, project files, timestamps, draft, license it, collect royalties, and enforce your rights. If a developer licenses your track, they get a clear chain of life. One human composer, one contract, one set of rights. You didn't even record your screen while you're composing. That's what I do. I live stream whenever I'm composing for a game, I live stream it. Now compare that to AI. Trained on millions of songs, many of them copyrighted, multiple ongoing lawsuits about the training data, no clear author behind any track, and if you're an indie developer shipping a game on Steam or a Switch or Xbox or anything, which one feels a safer bet for you to put your game on? All right, number 2, creative depth. AI can remix patterns, it cannot live your life. Your taste, your stories, the games you grew up on, the way your hands move when you grab a controller, the way a certain chord progression makes you choke up because it reminds you of a boss fight when you were 12, that stuff does not exist in a data set. So when a developer says our game is a cozy, like, horror set in a dying arcade and the main character is grieving their brother, you don't just need a lo-fi track in A minor. They need a human who can understand grief, nostalgia, and an arcade carpet smell at 2 a.m. and translate that into sound. That's you, not a prompt. Number 3, economic advantage. Right now, big players are getting hammered with lawsuits over AI training data and AI outputs. What that tells you is simple. Studios, labels, and platforms are becoming more sensitive to copyright, not less. Anything that smells like we might get sued later is going to be avoided. Human-composed, clearly documented music is clean intellectual property. In a world drowning in AI sludge, being the person who creates clean, provably human, legally safe music is not a weakness. It is a premium service, and in business, we call that a moat. It's a beautiful thing. Now, let's talk about the giant elephant in the room. AI models are trained on copyrighted music without permission. I'd call that theft, allegedly. There's already lawsuits alleging and arguing that scraping entire catalogs to train models is basically legal theft, allegedly, of intellectual property. Courts haven't fully settled on where the line is, but I think we can both agree that it is allegedly, that's theft, allegedly. Is training on copyrighted works fair use? Is it infringement? Does it matter if the output sounds like a specific song or just in the style of? No one knows how this story ends. And that's exactly why building your career on AI outputs is risky. You might be composing a soundtrack that today it works, but 5 years from now, a lawyer points to it and says that was generated by a model built on stolen data. We're pulling the game and everyone's fighting in court. Meanwhile, if you sat down, wrote the track note by note, registered it, and kept your project files, you're safe on the other side of that line. You're the person whose rights are being protected, not the person whose work gets tossed in the lawsuit blender of chaos. So what you do now as a serious aspiring game composer? Well, let me give you a simple 4-step game plan. Step number 1, decide your AI line. You can use AI for inspiration if you want. I'm not going to judge you for that. Personally, I won't be doing that. But commit that the final music you release under your name is heavily, obviously shaped by you. Your melodies, your harmonies, your arrangement, your mix decisions. Not just, I typed a cool prompt. Step number 2, build proof of human into your workflow. This sounds fancy, but it's simple. Keep your DAW project files, save early sketches and versions, record your screen as you compose or live stream as you compose, right? This way, you're actually building an evidence trail that says a human made this music and here's how the human did it. Step number 3, register and protect your best work. Don't overcomplicate this. Joining a performing rights organization like ASCAP or BMI in the US is perfect. Register your key tracks. If a track is important to you or a client, talk to a lawyer or use the official copyright registration process in your country. Now that said, quick sidebar, even if you register something for copyright in your country, like in my country, the United States, even if you register a piece of music with the United States Copyright Office, they will not enforce the copyright. You or someone you hire has to enforce the copyright. Just a heads up, that's how that works. Step number 4, you sell what AI cannot. When you talk to a developer, don't frame yourself as a budget AI replacement. Frame yourself as 100% human composed, custom to their story, legally clean, copyright protected, high quality experience with someone they can jump on a call with, iterate with, have fun with, and trust. This is not competing on speed, that's competing on trust, depth, quality, and deliverables. So, will AI take your music? Not if you're the one actually writing it. AI may flood the internet with background noise, but the tracks that matter, the ones that are tied to real games, real stories, real careers, those will always need a human brain and a human heart behind them. Now, if you want help becoming that one-of-a-kind composer, someone who can compose professional quality, game-ready music that is legally yours and actually gets used in real games, that's exactly what we do inside Video Game Music School. We give you the composition systems, the feedback, and the community to go from I'm scared AI will replace me to I have my first finished release track on a real streaming platform like Spotify, YouTube Music, and Apple Music. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. And either way, keep writing, keep composing. The world has plenty of AI sludge. What is missing is your music, your voice, your essence being shared and spread around the world. Keep composing.